Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to do a full review. This is from Motif Olfactif. This is the brand created by Oswald from the channel Mr. Oz. I'm going to save myself the embarrassment of mispronouncing this one because my French is terrible, so it's in the video title and on the screen. But this is one of my favourites from Oz's line, from Motif Olfactif. This one has a really unique combination that I've never smelled before in any other fragrance. So when you first apply this one, I get this beautiful frankincense note. Frankincense naturally has many characteristics. Frankincense can have sometimes almost a citrusy-like freshness, but at the same time it can also have subtle kind of almost what I would describe as a spicy nuance, as well as a kind of an incensey resinous nuance. It's kind of an interesting note when you smell it by itself, because it has so many kind of facets within it. But beautiful frankincense note paired with a tart rhubarb. Now, I have never smelled a combination of rhubarb and frankincense before in such a, I don't want to say simple way, but it kind of. You get frankincense, you get rhubarb, and it's just a fantastic combination. It smells awesome. I really like it. So you get this tart rhubarb that's slightly acidic, slightly not too fruity, but definitely gives you that impression of rhubarb, and it just works so well with the frankincense that it's just awesome. I really like that combination. There is pear listed on the note breakdown. You get, I think, a little bit of pear. There is a slight fruity, kind of slightly watery, transparent fluidity to it, which might be the pear. So you get, as it starts to dry down from this initial kind of blast of rhubarb and frankincense, with a slight fresh top note. I did wonder if there was citruses in there, but they're not listed, but it might be natural from something like the elm resin or even the frankincense. It does have a bright kind of airy top note, and yeah, as it starts to dry down, you start to get a little bit of that kind of slight fruitiness that will remind you a little bit of the pear. This kind of watery, fruity sweetness. Again, there's the rhubarb kind of being the main pairing with that frankincense combination. And as it dries down, it gets a little bit more woody. The woods don't pop on my skin too much with this. There is vetiver listed. It doesn't come on my skin very strong. If anything, I maybe get a little bit more of the oak wood, which is listed. You get kind of a smooth kind of wood as it starts to dry down a little bit. And then what comes out on my skin is the tonka. It's subtle, it's not a sweet perfume by any means, but the tonka comes through a little bit in the dry down, which is actually lovely. It's just the right amount of sweetness for me. And you get this beautiful, again, that frankincense lasts the whole way through the longevity of the fragrance with the rhubarb. That holds on for a long time. Enhancing a little bit with that kind of watery pear in the middle a little bit, making it a little bit more fruity. And at that point it is quite airy and soft. It's not a loud perfume, it's quite, not ozonic, but airy, kind of almost musky in a way. Musky, kind of musty softness to it. And oak wood coming a little bit with the tonka in the dry down, which gives it this rich, kind of sensual sweetness. When I say sensual, it's kind of, it's like your own skin, but way better. And you find yourself going, ooh, I smell nice. It's got that kind of tastiness to it in the dry down from the top, that woody kind of sweet vanillic tonka thing going on in the base of this. That's the main progression. It's quite, like I say, light and airy on my skin, but I really enjoy every part of this fragrance. I think I just really like the combination, and the overall smell of this I think is really good. So for me, I really enjoy this one. I would say It could be worn all year round. I don't see any reason why not. It might struggle a little bit in the winter, being a little bit kind of softer, but ideally spring and autumn. And to me, it's more of a daytime fragrance rather than a nighttime fragrance, and completely unisex. I don't think there's a gender attached to this in my mind at all. It could be male or female, it really doesn't matter. Really, with kind of any age range, I think it's quite versatile that way. And yeah, it's one I really enjoy. In terms of performance, I got around 7 to 8 hours on my skin, which is good, and so it lasts all day. And the projection was more subtle on my skin, kind of an intimate bubble within the first hour or so. So it performed well, and yeah, I mean, just I just find it really unique. I can't get over to stress how unique it is. I have never smelled just a frankincense with rhubarb. It just works so well. I would never have thought to put those two together. So if you want to check it out, check out Motif Olfactif. It's one of the few times I will put the link in the description. Check him out in the link below for Motif Olfactif. Oswald, if you don't know, is a reviewer on YouTube, Mr. Oz, and he's got a fantastic nose, big passion, huge collection, and he's done everything himself. Like I did with Centauri perfumes, he's done his own thing completely with Motif Olfactif. He is the perfumer, he is the nose, he is bottling them by hand. So give him your support, get yourself a sample pack. That one is awesome. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again next time with another one. Take care, everyone.